This is a 1938 Hupmobile Skylark. Let's bring it back.
Just applying gentle pressure now. Listen for that little creak as it separates from the rust. I'm just applying this penetrating oil to the hinges. We'll let that soak in and then gently tap it loose with the mallet. Applying this thick foam helps lift decades of grime from the surface before we rinse it off.
Taking off the loose rust and the old faded paint here on the hood, exposing the bare metal underneath. Just cleaning this up on the hood. Now this lower door section is completely rusted through, so we're going to cut it out.
Once the old panel is removed, we carefully shape the new sheet metal, then test fit it for alignment.
Just holding this steady, starting the weld now. Nice slow passes for a strong bond. Just using the 180 grit to smooth out the filler now. Just taking down these high spots now. We need a perfectly smooth surface before we apply the primer.
Applying the scraper gently now, allowing the softened paint to peel away and reveal the bare steel underneath. Applying the rust converter over the bare metal and the rust. See how it turns black as it reacts? Next.
We're using the 220 grit on the longboard now to flatten this epoxy primer. You can see the dust accumulating. Just ensuring a smooth finish before we apply the second coat of epoxy primer. Just gently removing the orange peel texture with the 400 grit paper. See how smooth that is now.
Just cleaning along this body line now. Next, we apply the precision tape around the windows and trim.
Just getting this masking paper smoothed out. Now applying the first base coat of the deep black. Just applying the first wet coat now. See how it flows and levels out smoothly. Building up that deep gloss. We apply the final coat, then once cured, use 500 grit to gently color sand the clear coat smooth. Wiping away the residue, then applying fresh compound to the pad. Now, slowly moving the polisher to I'm carefully unbolting the hidden headlamp doors now. We need to get this pitted chrome ready for refinishing. We're lowering the Skylark grill into the chemical dip. The reaction is stripping the old chrome to reveal the base metal underneath. We're applying the finer abrasive now, smoothing out the finish to prepare it for the next step of replating. Just removing the last of the rust here, getting the surface ready. Now we place it into the bath and the copper begins to deposit. Now applying the nickel plating over the copper layer to build durability. Slowly lifting the grill now, just letting the excess solution drip away. The chrome plating looks flawless. Bringing the grill into position against the deep black body. Aligning the headlamp doors perfectly. We've got the chains attached now, just taking up the slack with the hoist before we slowly lift it out. We've got the pistons out now. If you look closely right here, you can see just how worn these old bearings are. We're positioning the boring bar now, preparing to enlarge the cylinders for the new oversized pistons.
Applying the assembly lube now, ensuring everything slides smoothly into place. Now carefully applying torque to the cylinder head bolts, ensuring they are tightened exactly to specification for a perfect seal. Perfect seal. Now we're just going to gently lower this into the engine bay and align the mounts carefully.
Now we carefully press the new seal into place, ensuring a tight fit before adding the fresh clutch plates. Let's install the transmission plates, stacking them just like this. Now, sliding the torque converter on.
Positioning the axle under the press to remove the old bushing. And now, gently seating the new rubber replacement. Aligning the spring assembly carefully. Now, pulling off the heavy cast iron drum. Installing the new. Yes. Once the bead is set with a little air, we move it over to the machine to balance it perfectly.
Okay, carefully lifting the seat now. You can see the original floor pans are pretty corroded. We're just removing the final pieces of the rusted floor pan here, getting it perfectly clean for the new metal patch.
Applying the sound deadening material now. Pressing it down firmly, smoothing out the bubbles. Carefully fitting the new black carpet over the transmission tunnel. Trimming the excess and brushing the fibers into the adhesive smoothly. Now we take the mohair and stretch it tight over the new foam padding. Placing the reupholstered seat cushion. Adjusting the alignment against the frame. Now securing the bolts with the ratchet. Applying the appropriate dye now, brushing evenly to restore the color and texture.
I'm just wiping away the excess sealant here to get a clean edge. Just gently pressing the new weather stripping into this chrome channel, ensuring a perfect tight fit. Just securing this connection, wrapping the tape carefully, and now for the test. There we go. Just securing the connection now. And there we go. Power is restored to the gauges. All right, now we gently fill the fresh engine oil. Always wipe the dipstick clean before checking the level. We're just topping off the fluids and checking the connections. Now for the moment of truth, let's turn the key.
Adjusting the idle mixture now. Turning it slowly.
I'm applying the final coat of liquid wax in slow, overlapping circles using a microfiber pad. Applying gentle, deliberate circular motions to remove the final haze and reveal the deep mirror gloss beneath.
Just finishing up the final polish on this fender. Look at that shine. She's alive again. It is finally complete. The 1938 Hupmobile Skylark is ready to drive out.